everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please hit the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you will be the first one to see it. Note, all comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only, where we discuss celebrity news, celebrity gossip, what's going on IG and Google, and what's the hot topic for the day or the week. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, to comment, and also subscribe, and also turn on the notification bell. The Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And also, don't forget, I'm trying to hit major numbers for February, March. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's get into it. Many people are going in regards to Robyn and feeling like she's trying to do everything she can to save her job. Did she embarrass Bravo? Whoever the producer is that works for Bravo, is it their fault that they didn't catch it? Now, mind you, they're saying that Giselle is a part producer. So should Giselle had told another producer, is it fair for them to withhold from their job knowing that your reality allegedly is your life? Many people are saying she's doing everything she can to protect Juan. Many people are saying whether that's true or not, whether he paid for it and then left, that's one thing you can't prove. So many people are saying, girl, wake up. Mothers, teach your daughters different. Don't be with a man that's going to make you look silly in these streets. So people are talking about this situation, the Texan situation. If she is dating the girl outside of her, and then you keep acting like you don't want to give her no shine, no time, them texting back and forth was enough. You understand what I'm saying? Women are funny. Men love, I told y'all this, men love when you get mad at the woman. They'll cheat again. They'll cheat again. If I got that reaction, they will cheat again, and you just get numb to it. That's the biggest thing. A lot of my friend group, we don't deal with lying, cheating, not loyal, not committed. You want to lie and cheat, go over there. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the biggest thing. If she was dating such a well-off player, football player, whoever she was dating at that time, why didn't she call that person? Why is she calling Juan allegedly to get her hotel? It sounds foolery to me. And then Robyn said she was waiting for other people to mention it. No, sis, you're supposed to mention it. She's deflecting and protecting Juan. And I'm sure he's loving it, laughing in the background. Now, mind you, the first 2 seasons was a mess. And people are kind of like, this is not making no sense. This is not making any sense. And the biggest thing is people are not happy with Giselle and Robyn. They're just not.
You know, we had originally booked you tonight to celebrate your wedding and lean into that. We still want to do that a little bit. But Robyn, this week you admitted on your podcast that Juan had been involved with another woman during COVID and that you knew about it ahead of season 7 and that the situation had been, quote, handled. Obviously, I have questions. Okay. You mentioned on your podcast that Juan and this woman didn't date and he didn't fly her anywhere. Correct. Can you clarify why she had a hotel receipt with Juan's name on it?
Oh, wow. You want to get on there. Okay. Yeah. So I really don't want to give her this attention, but she lives in Canada. Canada was clearly on a strict lockdown during the pandemic. Okay. So the hotel receipt comes into play because for whatever reason, she decided that she wanted to fly to Maryland. And she had told Juan that she was dating a Baltimore Ravens player. So she's telling him she's flying to Maryland, and he's like, okay, whatever. But somewhere along the way, she She gets to Maryland. She's reaching out to him. She tells him she lost her wallet in the casino and she cannot pay for her hotel room.
Okay.
So he feels bad for her. Apparently she was like, really stressed out, really distraught. He feels bad for her. He goes to the hotel, puts his card down at the counter or whatever, and that's it. So.
Okay, so so that was the only time they met in person?
Yes.
And I guess this could sound like BS to a lot of people.
It sounded like BS to me.
Okay.
Honestly, like when I found out about it, it sounded like BS to me. But he was very, he was.
You believe him?
I believe him. Just and also based on like what she revealed last week.
Okay.
I believe him.
Here's my thing. You're on a reality show about your life.
Yeah.
And infidelity has been the hot topic of the season. And you've played a part in the conversations. Mm-hmm. So how do you stay silent through the season?
Because it was so in the back of my mind. Like, we dealt with it. We moved on from it. I don't know why I would say, hey guys, pick me. Let's talk about my issue.
The expectation is that you're sharing everything that's going on in your life.
Right.
So that's why it's not about pick me, wait to be picked. It's, hey, we went through something and this is what's happening in our lives.
But it wasn't an issue at that moment while we were filming. If it was an issue while we were filming.
It had been an issue in your relationship.
Because it wasn't relevant to where we were in that present time.
Another big criticism is you withhold the truth on the reality show that you're on, but then you sell it behind a paywall.
Well, I talked about it on the free podcast.
Okay.
Right?
And then you said...
And I didn't it's not about withholding information. It was because this information was given light last week or the week before.
That's why you brought it up now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because the lie, like the lie...
I think that's called withholding information. Attorney Williams?
Oh, yeah, I'm about the paper, so I'm here for the paywall.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm a podcaster as well, I'm Andy, so we got the bag.
And my problem was the female was telling lies and trying to expose us. She was telling lies, and I felt I needed to correct the lies.
At the reunion, you told me that you didn't wind up putting the infidelity clause into your prenup.
Right.
Why lose the infidelity clause knowing what had happened with him?
I guess that's just the chance you take. And at the reunion, I said, that very well could work against me if for whatever reason, years down the line, I end up doing something. And so it just became a little muddy and murky when trying to figure out what an infidelity clause looks like.
Chris Bassett tweeted, just so we're clear, Giselle and Ashley knew about this before the season, didn't bring it up. That's your friend, cool, but chose to lie as a distraction. I'm not mad at Robyn, but the others are trash for that. What are your thoughts?
So I don't know how Ashley plays into this at all.
Did Ashley know about this?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
We never discussed it.
Okay.
So I don't know how she plays into that. As far as Giselle, I'm sure Giselle will tell you, we're really, 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 really good friends.
Okay.
We talked about it when it happened. And so why would she have to bring it up while we're filming when she and I have already talked about it?
Well, she had no problem bringing up other people's mess on the show.
Right.
Wendy, Candace.
Right.
Right, but it was, I can't speak for her. I really can't.
Do you think there's a double standard there?
If you want to call it a double standard, maybe, but I would actually expect Candace to do that for Wendy. If the roles were reversed and if other people were in the same situation, I would expect other people to do the same thing for their friends.
It seems like you used Karen's accusations about Juan as justification for dragging her when you had skeletons in your own closet.
Well, we all have skeletons, I believe.
Okay. But you really laughed it off, and you really, it was like, oh my God, this could never happen. This is ridiculous.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
No. What I said was, No, she's telling me, Robyn, Juan has a girlfriend with blonde hair that looks like me that he walks around in Georgetown with, holding hands, and you know about it.
Okay.
I had never in my life heard that.
To clarify, the woman that Karen accused Juan of being with is different from the woman that you're speaking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, a blonde in Georgetown is not the same thing as a woman on the other side of Canada.
Okay.
So is there really a blonde?
The other wives who feel like they bring everything to the show and they reveal their personal lives and that you're withholding, you say what?
I don't think that anyone brings all of their personal lives to the show.
You don't?
No. I mean, has Karen brought her, whatever she has had really going on to the show? No. I mean, and I don't expect people to just tell on themselves like that when it is something that damaging. So.
To people who look at that hotel receipt and say, your man is giving you a total piece of bull, you say what?
Yeah, he shouldn't be paying for hotels.
We've talked about it a lot, and I believe what he told me. I believe the story he told me.
Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I'm curious, Ebony, what are your thoughts on, this is a big topic. You watch Potomac. You've seen the season.
Season 1.
What are your thoughts, I guess, as it relates to, you were on Roni.
Sure.
What are your thoughts as it relates to the expectation of revealing everything that you're going through?
Well, I just want to, my first reflection is this is why Robyn's really good here. We have a saying in the law, Andy, concede nothing. Robyn concedes nothing.
Okay.
You get nothing being conceded to. And it's actually quite effective. Listen, I was on Roni. I think, frankly, the expectation of full disclosure is personal. I do.
Okay.
I think if you want to bring it all and you want to, air, your full and throttle truth, that's amazing. But I don't think that you can place and project that expectation on your castmate.
Okay, but what do you think about the expectation as it lands while the other women are their fidelity, infidelity, whatever is all being questioned of their spouses? Do you think it lands differently in that case?
I don't believe that everybody's being as truthful as they are presenting.
Okay.
I actually, as a season 1 watcher, I feel like there's always, frankly, respectfully to you, Robyn, had speculation around Juan. And absolutely, Andy, you don't think so? I think so.
No,
I think there's always been some level of speculation. Why the divorce? Why are they cohabitating but not necessarily fully in a committed relationship?
Right.
So I think that has been a through line. So I don't think it's that disjointed from the rest of the speculation around the broader cast.
Well, I also think, given all the speculation about why it took so long to have the wedding, and given that one of the true reasons is you had to deal with this hiccup, that is a reason to bring it up.
I mean, it was a combination of things. And so I can't 100% say, oh, this is why that situation is why it didn't happen on everyone else's timeline. There were a combination of things of why it didn't happen on everyone else's timeline.
Wow, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Believe it, don't believe it. Will she get fired? Withholding the truth, making her boss look bad. And then you have the other young lady speaking on it from a lawyer's perspective. How do you sit there and tell a boss that you can withhold everything? Other people are going to start doing it. And it's embarrassing to them. And then you got Carlos King saying, what a mess. So things are going to be heightened. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Let's figure stuff out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Everyone, what a mess. Because if a dude, he shouldn't have been talking to nobody anyway. Period. He should have been meeting up with nobody anyway. How do you know he left after he paid the bill? Andy should have asked that. What happened after? Was he missing in action on that day? Do you recall what happened on that day? Do you remember him picking up the kids, spending time? Was he at work? Was he with you? What transpired? Was he missing in action for 2 or 3 days? You have to ask more, because that's the part in regards to that's, voided there. And in regards to what she said, I believe him more so. Okay, well, she has a famous friend that is has money. Why is she calling Juan for money? Why didn't she wait for the other guy to send her money? Real, fake, we don't know. And this is the biggest thing. Everybody is calling it out. They don't believe a lot that's being said. If you're willing to withhold information, you're willing not to fully tell the truth. You go on your show, and if she would have never said blonde and she would have just said woman, then you would have told the truth. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Be happy, be safe, be protective of your mind, body, soul, and spirit.